Helix's upset win over Oaks Christian last Friday, vaulting the Scotties to the Division I AA state championship tonight against undefeated Folsom out of Sacramento. Folsom ranked 4 in the state. The Scotties ranked 6. Now Helix making the 7.5-hour, 500-plus mile trip to Sacramento State, while Folsom has just a 20-minute drive to get to the game. And an interception early sets up Isaiah Wooden on the little dump pass right there as Helix is up 7-0. The Scotties strike again. This time Carson Baker airs it out, and watch Isaiah make a beautiful grab and go 73 yards for the score. Helix is up 14-0. Folsom answers right back. It's Caden Bennett to Elijah Badger, and watch him shake off Isaac Taylor Stewart, taking it 70 yards for the score. And just like that, this is a game again. Folsom isn't done. It's Bennett to Joe Nagata as he would go 49 yards for the score. He's one of the top recruits in the nation. At the end of the game, it's all tied at 14. Helix starts to feel like Oceanside did in the state championship game a few years ago when they played Folsom. Bennett to C.J. Hutton, 21 unanswered for the Bulldogs, 21-14. Silver Pigskin finalist Stewart does make a nice over-the-shoulder pick right there, but they can't do anything with a force to punt. Stewart on the fake, and watch what happens. He needs 13, and he gets himself, well, not 13, just about 5. And Bennett shows off his legs, a 32-yard keeper for the score. Gives Folsom a 28-14 lead. Folsom, well, they play defense too. Look at the pick here as that ends any threat in the half by Gavin Davis-Smith. Right now, fourth quarter, Helix is down 42-28. We'll have full highlights from the post-game reaction tonight on the KUSI News at 11. As for Saturday, looks like this. We'll have highlights of all 3 of these games as well. Plus, we're going to have live look-ins at that Steel Canyon game and the Southwest El Central game on the KUSI News at 6. You definitely want to check that out because I know right now most of you can't get the Helix game because Spectrum Sports doesn't show that game down here. Thanks, guys. Monday night, Granite Hills senior and 2-sport star Will Burton was tragically killed in an accident in Alpine. The San Diego High School community has been in mourning ever since. Friday night, athletes and coaches from all over the county were invited to remember at Granite Hills. Matt Gilson was there.
Friday night, hundreds gathered at the Granite Hills Quad to grieve and honor and remember William Burton, the Eagles senior who was killed in a car accident on Monday at the age of 17.
A great kid, tremendous athlete, obviously, but just all-around great person. Honestly, our kids have been very strong. They've been very strong. They've helped many of us adults get through it. It's been very tough on some of them, but they're strong kids. They've rallied around some of Will's great memories and you know, the bonds that they were able to have with him.
One moment near the top of everyone's list, Will's last-minute game-winning catch this year against Steel Canyon.
Probably the best memory I can think of right now is winning that game. You know, just the connection and the bond we had was something special, and it, you know, I'll never have it with anybody else. Definitely gonna remember him as a brother. You know, love the kid so much. You know, it's gonna be hard to get over, you know, all this and stuff, and we're all gonna miss him very much.
As you walk through the crowd tonight, you see many jerseys from across East County and even beyond. A large contingent outside the Granite Hills community here in solidarity with the Eagles.
Not only was it just somebody I lined up across the scrimmage line from, is actually a good friend of mine. You know, I've known Will since we were in 8th grade. I've known him all through high school, and you know, not just lining up against him, it's also a brotherhood that you create with somebody.
The Steel Canyon football team is even planning its own tribute to William at Saturday's state title game.
Tomorrow we'll be walking out with William Burton's jersey. We'll have posters. We'll have the whole Granite community there, and we're simply just going to finish the job tomorrow for Will.
From Granite Hills, Matt Gilson, KUSI Sports.
All right, thank you, Matt. Now, did you miss the 9th edition of our Ode to Prep Football aboard the USS Midway? The re-air of the Silver Pigskin Gala this Saturday, 11:30, right here after the weekend news ends. All right, we shift to a little basketball. #1 Foothills Christian playing in San Diego for the first time with Saints. Transfer Tayshawn Cherry as they take on Crest in the Grossmont Winter Classic. 29 seconds into the game, Cherry throws it down, his first dunk for the locals in a night uniform. Ravens' MJ Metz responds with a dunk in the second quarter for 2 of his team-high 17, but it's Cherry with the alley-oop off the glass. Foothills wins big. There's a reason why he's going to USC, because he plays like that. The final 81-51. We talked to Cherry after the game about his new school.
It was a collision. Me and Coach Shaw really didn't see eye to eye, but I have nothing but respect to the Saints community, nothing but respect for St. Augustine High School. They did a lot for me the last 3 years. I love that school, I love that community, I love that family that they have, that bond, but we moved down here, and me and my family just thought it was the best decision for us as a family and as a unit to go to Foothills, and I just have nothing but respect for Coach Hop and the Saints. I love them to death.
All right, we go to La Jolla High School for some more Winter Classic action between Oceanside and Bonita Vista. The Barons' Anthony Mendoza hits the 3. He finishes with a team-high 19. On the other end, the Pirates' Drew Morgan gets the bucket in the foul. Morgan pours in a game-high 34. Oceanside beats Bonita the final 92-72. Grossmont taking on the Kearny Comets in their Winter Classic. We picked this one up in the third quarter. It's Common Brenton Bell slipping by 3 defenders for 2 of his team-high 13. He's also a pretty good football player. Fourth quarter, Foothiller Damari Crawford gets the steal before dishing to sophomore Michael Rodriguez, who gets the bucket. And game-high 19, Grossmont wins it 59-45. At Mount Carmel Pool, the Sun Devils hosting Point Loma in the third period. It's the Pointers' Katie Power pouncing on the rebound, scoring one of her 2 goals in the night. On the other end, it's Tanner Monet collecting 12 saves. Not a ball getting past her, leading to a 6-0 Point Loma win over Mount Carmel. The Under Armour Girls All-American Volleyball game taking place in Kansas City. Torrey Pines' Jaden Whitmarsh representing the West against the East as Whitmarsh helps lead the West back from a 2-0 deficit, but Friday is the East Day as they go on to win the final 3-2.